Hey guys, shaving with Rich here. Just doing my nightly push-ups. This is day 23 of however long it takes. And I think after 23 days it's pretty well established that I'm not stopping for nothing. I'm going to do push-ups every single day for however long it takes until we have at least 1,000 people strong that catch the vision and are willing to stand in place and help when needed. So I appreciate everybody that's here. Nick, so happy to see you here supporting me. And I've notified a few people, so we might have a couple more people dropping in. Looks like we just had someone else drop in. Taylor, buddy, good to see you. Really happy to see you from Singapore. You guys are like my rocks. I seriously am so happy every time I see you guys because I know who's got my back. And that being said, we have a fourth joiner. Who's that? Send a message and give a thumbs up so I know. Max, dude, thanks again for being there. Max, you were one that I believe last night witnessed that, we'll just call it an event, all right? I made it through. I was like blindfolded and hopscotching / ice skating through a minefield, blindfolded, and I made it. I only have like a little line here. Hardly see it. Yeah, I know you guys are amazed, right? But I made it, dude. I'm gonna do a video. And it's going to be everything not to do. It's going to be a how not to video, based on last night's shave. What do you think about that? Give me a thumbs up if you think that would be get a lot of views on YouTube. A how not to straight shave video based on last night's shave. It was a nail biter from anyways. We've got my dad's here. Dad, thank you for joining. You know, today's been quite a day. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it, but in my family in the last couple days, not only my wife has been to the doctor 3 times. We went to the ER yesterday, then we were scheduled to go to the hospital today. We thought it was going to get taken care of today, but then we found out that it's even more serious than we thought about yesterday, and they're gonna have to go in with a special plastic surgeon that specializes in hands, and they're gonna have to reconnect nerves in her finger and the tendon, and then apparently it's gonna take 3 months to heal. And then on top of that, she's going to have to go through physical therapy. All from what happened yesterday. So it's no wonder I was so shaky, Max. After I was through the ringer, my nerves yesterday after watching all that stuff go down. You saw how shaky I was last night, right? With the straight razor. It was crazy. But I pulled it off nonetheless. Anyways. So glad to have all of you guys here supporting me. And I'm here for day 23 of however long it takes. I'm going to do the push-ups. And someone's going to count for me. Let's get a couple people to count. I know all of you guys aren't going to be doing push-ups. Dad, my dad is joining here to support, and he was in the hospital today too. And he's here. There's something about the Hansen clan. Let me tell you about this Hansens. You know, we have a Norwegian heritage, and there's a saying that says you can tell a Norwegian but you can't tell them much. So in other words, when we say we're going to do something, we're going to do it. Even if it's crazy, like yesterday's circumstances, and I still pulled the straight razor out after seeing what a blade could do. But in this case, it was sharp glass. All right, so Dad, let's have you count just to see how close I can get to 60. We have another joiner. Can I have a thumbs up and a message? I just want to know who's supporting and who's caught the vision of what Shavers to the rescue. Because you guys know what it's all about. We're growing, and this is just really just saying, hey, I'm willing. I understand the concept, and I support you, Rich. I support the idea of shaving with, not shaving with, well, shaving with Rich too, but what Shavers to the rescue, because things happen in this community all the time. There's going to be 2, 3, 4 different scenarios each month that happen. I started this thing 23 days ago, and little did I know my wife was going to have something big happen. So that could have heavy consequences. We don't know yet. But nonetheless, I've made my commitment, whether I am sick or not. If I have strength inside of myself to do 1 push-up, I will do 1 push-up and then throw up if needs be. But I will show up here for this cause. And I'm going to head this cause until we get there. And we will get there. I mark it on your calendars. I say this every single night. You see where this group is a year from today? Because maybe people don't take it that serious at day 23, but wait till it's day 223. I guarantee people are going to start jumping on, and we're going to have a changed community. That being said, we're going to make huge changes for the better. We're going to be known as a community that supports each other. We're a brotherhood. We have a lot in common. We have more in common than the rest of the world tells us that we don't have in common. Like to make us believe so that we can argue and separate ourselves based on a whole bunch of meaningless crap. Bottom line is shaving is what brings us together, and that's one reason why I'm so passionate about it. So sorry I have really not been sticking with the comments. I've been on my soapbox. I'm ready to do my push-ups. Last night I got 59. I was 1 short of 60. I hit over 60 one time, and my body is plateaued no matter what I give. And I really want to do 60. That being said, I started out 23 days ago, and my body maxed out. Muscles gave out at 32 push-ups. And day 23, day 22 we're at 59 push-ups. So that's some improvement there. Max, you're right. In this community, I told my dad when we were on our way to the Big Shave West, actually when we were both, but especially on our way home from the Big Shave West, we had 12 hours in the car. We never turned the radio one time, the whole there or back. And we had a long discussion about how unique and special the industry is, the shaving community that we have. And I'm going to be an advocate for it, a spokesman. I'm going to be whatever it takes to make it even greater. And I have a vision of where it's going, and it's going to get there. I promise you guys. You guys will see a different community a year from today. And a different community, you guys will see a difference by April. I guarantee it. That's I have some big goals between now and April. Big Shave West. I want to see as many of you guys at Big Shave West as possible. If you guys have any chance that you guys can make it to Big Shave West, be there. I'm gonna get there a day early just to devote a day to all of you guys, to hang out with you guys and get to know you personally, and to thank you personally for everything that you guys have done. So that being said, let's get to the push-ups. What do you say? Enough talk? Let's get to the walk. I need some counters. So don't lose count. It's important. I want to see if I can break 60. All right. Let me get a little bit to drink. Notice the shirt I'm wearing? Sporting this at work today. Anyways, here we go, guys. This is for the community. This is for people when they need us. This is for us. These push-ups are for you guys supporting me every day. I appreciate it. It's for the vision of the bigger cause, and it's just for all the suffering people and the people that need help. Whatever that help is, whether that is just a friendly message, text message, hey, how you doing? I heard you're dealing with some stuff. I'm here for you if you need me, whatever. Don't, if it's whatever it might be. If it's a tragedy and someone needs financial help, we'll have 1,000 people a year from today, if not more, and they're all going to be willing at the drop of a hat to drop $5 because it's going to be nothing to them. And when this seed starts to grow and it catches critical mass, then the crowds start doing it. Everybody will do it, and before you know it, it'll be giant. It'll be a no-brainer for everybody, and then we'll be known as a community that takes care of our own. Plain simple. It's the way it's going to be, and we'll be known as a tightly knit brotherhood. And who doesn't want to be part of that? So, anyways, let's do it. Let's do this. I'm ready for the push-ups. It's been a long day. Ready to go to sleep, and I'm ready to do my push-ups. Before I do that, take my socks on. Maybe that get an extra push-up. Count them out. That's my sacrifice for the community. That's what I'm putting up. It might not seem like much, but it's all I got every night, consistently. Until people believe. I think I hit 60 and I was going for 61 just to ensure it, and I didn't get to 61. I got to 60 in my count and in Taylor's count, and that's good because maybe I overcame a plateau. It's like that in everything we face in life. We are all going through a refiner's fire, guys. If it's not one thing, it's another thing, I promise. How many people would agree with that? Give a thumbs up if you agree with that. Who's facing a challenge right now? You don't have to say what it is, but who's facing a challenge in life? Throw up some thumbs up if you're facing challenges. Who wouldn't want the support of a brotherhood, even if you're not facing challenges? If you say you're not facing challenges, I just don't believe you, because we live in crazy times. So not only are we going to be here, we're gonna have a different way of seeing things, a different vision, a whole different community. Because I see it in here, and you guys are catching it, and this is evidence. Every day that you show up, it's evidence, and it's going to continue to grow, because I'm not going to stop. I will not stop, because I know what it can be and I know what it will be. And when I set my mind to something, there's nothing that stops this freight train. Not on things like this. Not when we have people have their kids being kidnapped in our communities. Not when people's houses are burning down. Not when people's wives are protecting their daughters and having glass sliced through their fingers and then having to have plastic surgery. Not when, you name it, just keep naming it. It happens constantly. There's just too much of it, and we're a perfect community. We have great people here, and I'm going to lead the way. Whether it's an army of one, sounds like we have a small army, a handful, it'll keep growing. But one thing is for certain, and that is I am not stopping. I promise you. If you don't see me on camera, there's a good reason. But I don't ever intend to miss a day. Even if I'm throwing up, I will do even one, and then throw up and call it and say I gave my all. But thank you guys again for your support. I'm not going to keep you any longer. You guys are my friends. Even if I haven't met you, you guys are my friends and brothers. And think how it's just going to get greater. These posts are going to have more and more people. We're going to get familiar with these people that are on the inside, that are all committed, or they're going to be the soldiers for the community, for good. And we're going to be familiar with every new face that shows up every single night. And when it comes time to meet each other, we're all going to already know each other on a much deeper level. So it will be like brothers. That's what I see. So actually I see a lot more than that. But it's time I take enough of your time. It's time for me to go to sleep. And thanks for being a support. Max, I'm in wholeheartedly here, Rich. It's great to be part of something bigger than yourself. Guys, that is what this is all about. Thank you, Max. Thank you for seeing the vision. You know how many people right now don't see the vision? They don't see what I see. It doesn't take... If we want to move mountains, there's a perfect example where I live. Dad, you're my witness. Dad, are you on here still? We lost 2 people. If you're on here, Dad, throw up a thumbs up. My dad's, if he's not, he's got an excuse because he was in the hospital today. And my mom's been sick. She was in the hospital 2 nights ago. Like, I don't know what it is, but the opposition. Oh, and then my brother-in-law, he was in the hospital. So that makes 4 of us in my family alone that have been in the ER or in the hospital in the last like 3 days. Crazy. When it rains it pours, right? So anyways, that's what this thing is all about, guys. So thank you for seeing my vision. Taylor, I know you see my vision because we've had talks about it. You're in. I know that. All of you guys that are here, all of you guys, Nick, I know you're in. You're here. We're examples. If it's not us, then who is it going to be? It starts with somebody, you know? Everyone says, hey, we want to change the world. We're tired of this, we're tired of that. And it's real easy. How many people do you hear like complaining about this and that problem? But then when you want to make a change, how do you do that? You look in the mirror. That's it. That's it. And you say, I'm going to do all that I can do. I don't have control over what somebody else does. But we all have a circle of influence. And guess what? If I've influenced you, great. And if not, then I'm going to continue. I'll be an army of one if I have to. And you guys have to have that same mentality that you're willing to be an army of one for what you believe in. And then pretty soon we're now an army of 5 or 6. And then we have 5 or 6 that have a circle of influence. And then those 6 are going to influence, then we're going to go 24, and then 100, then 200, 400, 1,000. Before long we'll be there. But we have to be willing to stick it out every day, be out of a principle. And we will get there because everyone has $5. And when people realize that their $5 will actually mean something, and then we can give a person on their worst day a check for deposited directly in their account. Our money won't even touch my hands. It goes right into their account. They set up a GoFundMe or whatever. Boom. That's a hug, and I've got your back, bud, by 1,000 wet shavers. Tell me that won't make a difference. Yeah. So that's my final message, guys. You guys are great. You guys, whether you know it or not, you guys are influencers. I may not know very much in this life. I'll be honest with you. I have no PhD. I didn't go to school for 12 years to have the ability to operate on my wife's hand. I can't do that. But there are some things that I know and I've earned by putting in just as much effort as any doctor. And that is people. I know people, and I've earned that through blood, sweat, tears, knocking doors in 122 degrees, working in bronze foundries, every kind of imaginable thing. I've done it, and I know people. So when I tell you guys that you guys are influencers, whether you guys accept it or know it or not, I know it. And I just want to thank you guys for being such great examples to me and to the community. It will make a difference. So that's everything I have to say to you guys. You're my friends, and I appreciate every one of you. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow, no matter what, whatever it takes.